What does he mean by hot? This is the question that I have.
Can I quote from the book of Kid Rock, please? Bar with the bar, the bang, diggy diggy. Diggy say a boogie, say ups up the boogie.
Oh my
Now it all makes sense.
He wrote that. He wrote all that, folks, on paper. Then went in the studio, recorded that, and now he's gonna tell us. He was like, "Yo, this
And
is
you're
hot."
repeating it.
Yeah, I'm repeating it on there. Kid Rock, shout out to you. But the album is really American Badass is actually a really good album. But still, the fact that we are covering Kid Rock's.
And then Donald Trump
I'll tell you.
talking about Taylor Swift.
I'm not going to play the "this is what he meant" game, but when I saw that, no, but I'm not. When I saw
which one, Trump or Kid
Oh,
Rock?
not
Just
Kid
to be
Rock.
clear.
I don't understand him, but Trump. So when I saw the post, my first thought was not a synonym for attractiveness. I thought he was talking about her popularity. Right? Because she's not at this moment top of mind or tip of the tongue like she was during the Eras tour.
Wait a second.
No, but in terms of, like, she's not being mentioned in the media 24/7.
Okay, so
You might be right.
she's taken a little break after having the highest
exactly.
grossing
No,
tour ever. And so now
I don't
she's
disagree
real
with
hot.
that, but here's what
She
she's
probably has enough money to buy an island,
He's
but
trying to
she's
drive
not
a
hot.
wedge
longer
between
hot.
her and her fans, and he's going to fail.
Because he said he hated her. That's why.
I mean,
I just
don't know about that
this
one.
man was just in the Middle East, just cashing in, getting Trump Tower deals, getting $2 billion, and through his crypto company, and then he's on the flight back, or he's thinking about Taylor Swift. Like, how did that get prompted? Who was he just talking to somebody who's like, you know what, I'm just going to send the truth
He might
about
have been
Taylor
watching some
Swift?
TV.
I
He
have
might
a
have been
theory,
watching some TV.
Because look at the headlines today, right? The GOP big, beautiful bill was completely knocked out. Consumer confidence is at a record low. Moody's downgraded the U.S. credit. These are horrific headlines. So maybe this is an attempt to try to get people
Or
that
they
is
were
to
all
distract.
dancing to Shake It Off
from
on Air
all of the
Force One.
horrific.
That's a lot. I have to say that's a lot of 4D chess. But I don't want this segment to
just was
pass
desperate to
by
get that
without
stuff in.
noting that Trump also had some smoke
You know
for
it.
Bruce Springsteen as well. He says the highly overrated Bruce Springsteen goes to a foreign country to speak badly about the president of the United States. Never liked him, never liked his music and the radical left politics. And he is not a talented guy, just pushy, obnoxious jerk who fervently supported crooked Joe Biden. He's dumb as a rock, he says. Dried out prune of a rock.
Let me say this.
Just wanna go
There are
back.
actually like 50 words that I did not read.
I have never agreed with Donald Trump more than in that tweet. I should get that tattooed on my bicep. I can't stand Bruce Springsteen. I don't like his music. He is talented, talentless, rather. And the fact that he engages in politics. And I got news for Bruce Springsteen, right, Mr. New Jersey? Poll came out this week showing that Donald Trump is more popular in New Jersey than Democratic Governor Phil Murphy. So even in his home state, where he is technically somewhat influential, he's got a rest stop named after him, right? Even though I like the John Bon Jovi rest stop a little better, but he is losing his home state to Donald Trump.
Why does Bruce not get to talk about politics?
Yeah.
He
does.
And
No, by all means, talk about politics.
And honestly,
No one's saying
the bigger point that came to mind to me when I saw Bruce Springsteen talking, it made me think of Robert De Niro's speech he was just given. Remember that after the election, there was this whole idea that MAGA had won some cultural mandate, that we were all now going to be in this new conservative right-wing, 1950s era. And I just think that Trump has misread his mandate, overreached to the point where now we're seeing this groundswell, this grassroots support that's popping up for Democrats and people against him. So basically, my main point is, I think with his overreach, his authoritarian overreach, his implementation of Project 2025, with all of this insane stuff he's doing, he's given people like Bruce Springsteen, Robert De Niro, people a license to feel they can speak out again.
But I will say this about the celebrities. I don't know that anybody cares what these celebrities think, for real. I mean, and Democrats need to grapple with this because the over-reliance on celebrity opinions is a real problem.
Can I just give an example? Because one of my friends who's watching this is an Atlanta-based manager of some entertainers down there. And the Harris campaign had asked them to do some performance down in Georgia. And that was it. They were like, yo, we can do more. And they were like, no, we only need that. So you're right. Like, they'll embrace the celebrity culture for a little bit. But then when the celebrities actually want to impart, hey, maybe we should do this. This is how we could do voter outreach. there's no conversion on the
I
call to
guess I should
action.
also say Donald Trump apparently does care.
The good news is that Democrats right now, what they're using is stories from real people who are going to be knocked off Medicaid, 14 million people knocked off Medicaid because of what Republicans are doing in Congress right now. And you are seeing the effect of that across the board, which is why a lot of these Republicans don't even want to have town halls, because people are pissed off. The same voters have voted for them, and they're being betrayed by this president and by Republicans because they are screwing the same working class, middle class families and voters that trusted him to do what he said he was going to do.
I think they're tired of being lectured to by these celebrities, to your point. I mean, Springsteen supported John Kerry, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton. They all lost, so clearly his endorsement means a lot. And what I wanted to say earlier about Taylor Swift, like, her popularity transcends politics. She gets involved. She, put her politics out there. I have friends who are so far right, conservative right on the spectrum that they probably fall off the spectrum. And they have traveled overseas to see her perform. They trade bracelets. They clown for tickets. They don't care about her politics.
Which is why it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre that Trump then decides out of the blue to just go and attack Taylor Swift.